It always happens like this. The moment you finally move on, the moment you truly forget them, they come back. I have seen it happen, over and over again. People think love is a straight path. If someone leaves, they're gone forever. But that's not how it works. Sometimes the past has a strange way of finding its way back into our lives. Today, I will tell you the story of a girl who went through this exact situation. A girl who loved deeply, gave her everything, and yet was left waiting. But when she finally moved on, something unexpected happened. And that's exactly what happened to her. She was the kind of girl who loved with all her heart. When she was in, she was all in. But the guy? He wasn't sure. Or at least, that's what he made her believe. It was always on his terms. He would text her when he felt like it. He would meet her when it was convenient for him. And her? She waited. She excused his absence. She convinced herself that maybe he was just busy. Maybe he had too much on his plate. Maybe he needed time. But the truth? If someone truly wants you in their life, they will make space for you. Still, she held on. She believed in the version of him that existed in her head. The one who would eventually wake up and realize her worth. The one who would finally give her the love she had been waiting for. But that day never came. Instead, she got the same cycle of empty words, broken promises, and disappointment. Until one day, she couldn't do it anymore. And I remember that day so clearly. The moment she decided to walk away, for real. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more pretending that this was something it wasn't. She left, and this time she wasn't looking back. Now let me tell you something. Moving on is not easy. People say, just forget them, like it's as simple as flipping a switch in your brain. It's not. It takes time. It takes effort. And most of all, it takes strength. At first, everything reminded her of him. Songs, places, even the way her phone felt lighter because she wasn't waiting for his texts anymore. She had to train herself to stop checking her phone, to stop hoping he would call, to stop reliving their conversations in her head. And it hurt. God, it hurt. But every single day it got easier. She focused on herself. She did things she had been putting off for so long. She started working out, picked up new hobbies, spent more time with friends and family. And slowly, without even realizing it, she started to heal. She rebuilt her life, and she started to feel happy again, on her own. Not because someone else was making her happy, but because she was making herself happy. And then, just when she had truly moved on, he came back. It was a random day. She was going about her life, minding her own business, when her phone buzzed. She looked down, and there it was. His name on her screen. 3 little words. Hey, I miss you. She froze. For a second, her heart did that stupid thing where it forgot everything. It forgot the nights she spent crying over him. It forgot the way he made her feel invisible. It forgot all the pain. But then, reality hit her. Why now? Why, after all this time, did he suddenly miss her? I started thinking about this. Why does this happen so often? Why do men suddenly remember what they had only after it's gone? It turns out, there's a psychological reason for this. Sociologists call it emotional economics. Relationships, whether we like it or not, work on supply and demand. When a woman's love and attention are in high supply, some men take it for granted. They assume it will always be there, waiting for them. But when that supply is cut off, when she truly moves on, suddenly they panic. It's not that they suddenly realize they love her. It's that they realize they lost power over her. Because here's the truth. Many men are not as emotionally self-sufficient as they think they are. They believe they can move on, that they don't need anyone. But when a woman who once cared deeply for them suddenly doesn't anymore, it shakes them. And this isn't just theory. Think about it. How many times have you seen this happen? A woman gives her all, gets taken for granted, moves on, and suddenly, the guy realizes what he lost. Here's where it gets interesting. The moment a woman stops chasing, the moment she truly forgets a man, she gains power. Not because she's playing a game, not because she's trying to manipulate him, but because she genuinely no longer needs him. And that is powerful. For the first time, he is the one left wondering. He is the one feeling what she once felt, the uncertainty, the insecurity, the what if she doesn't want me back? It's a complete reversal of roles. And it's not just about missing her. It's about missing the validation he once had. The comfort of knowing she was there, waiting. And when that comfort disappears, it leaves a void.
This is why they come back. Not because they had some grand realization, not because they've changed overnight, but because they feel her absence in a way they never expected. But here's the thing. By the time they come back, she's already gone. Because when a woman truly forgets a man, she has outgrown the need for his validation. She has built a life where his absence is no longer a loss, but a blessing. And when he finally realizes that, it's too late. So if you're watching this, and you've been in this situation before, or maybe you're going through it right now, remember this. When they come back, it's not about you. It's about the power they lost, the validation they no longer have, the control they took for granted, and that is something you never have to give back. So stand tall, keep moving forward, and never let someone's delayed realization make you question your worth. Because trust me, you were always worth more than their uncertainty. Have you ever had someone come back after you moved on? Share your story in the comments. Let's talk about it.